So let's talk about contrast and Ariana Grande, what's been happening with her contrast within the Wicked premiere with her blonde hair. So when we look at her images, we can see she has these really deep eyes, and that is something that is so dominant on her are her eyes because they have so much depth, but everything else around her has been lightened, it's been softened. So if you look at her hair and her brows, how she has gone blonde, what's happening? It's softened because when we look at somebody with softness, it means if we were to take a black and white photo of Ariana Grande, just strip all the color from this and purely look at a black and white photo. Now, her eyes would be really deep, but everything else would kind of be a grayish color. There wouldn't be really high white points and really low black points except her eyes, all right? So we know that her eyes bring a lot of depth to her, but her hair now doesn't match that depth because she used to have really dark hair and her eyebrows are not meeting that depth. The only thing that is meeting the depth is her eyes. So something feels off within the contrast of her. So I like to bring it back to the 6 dominant characteristics. In the 6 dominant characteristics, there's 6 buckets in 3 different categories. So the first one is light to deep, the second one is warm to cool, and the third one is soft to clear. Now you've probably been hearing a lot about contrast, and that's where that kicks in. Are you low contrast? Are you medium contrast? Or are you high contrast? Now I don't want to just talk about 3 different things, low, medium, and high. I want you to look at it as a spectrum, and that's what these are. Light to deep is a spectrum, warm to cool is a spectrum, and so is soft to clear. It's a spectrum. So when we look at Ariana Grande, we see depth in her eyes. Everything else is overall on the medium to light side. When we look at warm to cool, hair, very warm, brows, warm. A skin tone is looking warm, except in this photo. And then our third one is soft to clear. Now remember, everything is very soft about her because her hair and her eyebrows, there's not much contrast except her eyes. The contrast is all in her eyes, and that's what's kind of throwing these looks off. And when people are asking, okay, what's been going on with Ariana Grande? She's not meeting the contrast requirement unless she were to change her eyes, which is a lot to ask for. And she doesn't need to do that. She's beautiful. So what I would recommend doing is punching up the clarity by using makeup. So what you can do to create more contrast through makeup is a heavier brows, a heavier lip. You can even do things like sunglasses, hair bands to add contrast. But for this image, let's just have some fun and look at what would happen if we deepen her brows and deepen her lip color a little bit. We bring back some of the contrast. So now, we are talking the slightest little nuances here. We added a little bit heavier brow and a little bit heavier of a lip. Everything else is the same. The only thing that has been changed is just adding slightly more contrast. And is this perfect? No, of course it's not perfect, but it gives us something else. Now, when we talked about the spectrums, we talked about soft to clear, so we're adding more clarity to match her eyes. Now, I want to also talk about the warm to cool spectrum. If you look, Ariana Grande chose very cool colors here. The bow in her hair, her like sweater thing over her dress. They're a light pink and a white. So those are very cool colors. But if you notice Ariana Grande, she has warm hair. She has warm skin tone, warm brows, her eyes are brown. So what would happen if we gave her warmer colors instead of this cooler outfit? Now, here in this image, we have a cool lip, so we also need to flip that. So let's take a look at what would happen if we gave her warmer colors. So up at the top, everything remained the same. Cool colors, you see how cool her outfit choices are. But look at the bottom. Now this is not the perfect color for her palette, right? We know that. This is very bright and bold. We are just looking at warm versus clear. So we warmed up the lip tone a little bit and we warmed up the hair bow and her outfit. Look at the difference it makes. Something that I want to point out is when you are warm and you wear cool makeup, your blush can go gray. So her cheeks, you can see the grayness happening in her cheeks. Her skin tone is going to want to lean cool. So it's going to pull cooler, which is grayer on her. Her brows are going to look grayer as well. Her hair color is going to look cooler. It's going to shift more yellow because the warmth in her hair is going to intensify against that. Now, instead of it looking more yellow, it's going to lean warmer golden yellow. So those are some of the changes that you will see when you make these slight adjustments. Now, I am a huge fan of the 6 dominant characteristics. I know here on it's usually either between warm and cool when you look at color analysis, or it's getting really trendy to look at your contrast. Both of those are really important, but they all come together in the 6 dominant characteristics, and that's why I love teaching the 6 dominant characteristics. So if you are interested in learning more about it, then I highly recommend finding Color Class on YouTube. That's where you're going to find all of the information on the 6 dominant characteristics, because it is not a talked about palette, and it really should be, because we are trying to puzzle all these pieces together. You're looking at light versus deep. Are you high contrast, low contrast, or are you warm or cool? And we put all those pieces together in the 6 dominant characteristics, and you get to figure out what your best shades are. Not to mention, if you look at any profession, makeup artists, stylists, interior designers, they all do this. They all look at it and use this to utilize within their practice. So it's not about, oh, you have to wear these colors forever. No, it's about, how do I adjust myself to wear this really intense color, or how do I soften myself to wear this softer color? So I highly recommend looking at the 6 dominant characteristics and learning about it, because it will teach you so much about color and how to look your best.